We can start now.
Chairperson ma'am वाली side
Legs all over.
यहाँ से हो जाएगा ना इसमें when you will speak
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. Dear teachers and respected colleagues, as we gather here today, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our respected chairperson, ma'am, Dr. Mrs. Amita Chauhan, ma'am, and founder president, sir, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, sir, who have been our guiding lights, illuminating the path to excellence and opening doors to new opportunities. Their visionary leadership and unwavering support have been instrumental in shaping our institutions into a hub of academic excellence. I would also like to express my deepest appreciation to our principal ma'am, Amita Mohan ma'am, who is our constant source of inspiration. Her tireless efforts to ensure the well-being and success of our students are a beacon of motivation for all of us. You are the spark that ignites the fire within us, and we are grateful that you never let that fire die. Professional Development Program 2025 is designed to empower our teachers with the latest technology, latest knowledge, skills, and best practices in education. Through PDP 2025, we aim to enhance our teaching methodologies, improve student outcomes, and foster a culture of continuous learning and growth. For day 3, I invite Ms. Jhalak Solanki ma'am and Ms. Shifali Gupta ma'am to enlighten us on the topic through a powerful questions to deepen social studies understanding. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Before we begin this session, I want to start with a quote which was given by Edward K. Lewis. He gave a very beautiful meaning of SST, the short form of social studies, that says, stand up for the truth and live in peace, sharing with the neighbors the joy of your heart, and taking up the law's righteousness into your mind. So this was the quote given by Edward Lewis. Now I would like to thank our guiding lights, our chairperson ma'am, Dr. Mrs. Amita Chauhan ma'am, and our founder sir, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan sir. I also want to thank our principal ma'am, Dr. Anshu Arora ma'am, for inspiring us and guiding us and even motivating us to give you a wonderful PDP session. Hope you're going to enjoy this. And again, a quote. Somewhere something incredible is waiting to be known. So hope this workshop takes you there and you learn something nice and interesting. Now there are two beautiful quotes. I think you can read it on your badges also. And these are two separate quotes for all the SST teachers, beautiful and awesome SST teachers. An awesome social study teacher is hard to find and difficult to part with, impossible to forget. The best social science teacher teach from the heart and not from the book. Because we social science teacher connect social studies classes with our nature and things around us. Social science is everywhere, wherever you look. So you can even give your experiences to your children by teaching social studies. So as you can read, today's topic is 4 powerful questions to deepen the social studies understanding. So these are the objectives. We'll be exploring and implementing strategies to increase student understanding of social science, to develop critical thinking of students, and promote inquiry-based learning through a meaningful discussion. Now, before we get on to the difficult task of today's PDP session, let's have some ice-breaking exercises. There is a mystery box on your table, right? And some pictures are being put in that mystery box. You have to arrange them into a chronological order. It can be a historical event or a landmark. For example, Gandhi, Salt, Dandi, and 1930. What can you connect it with? So similarly, and whosoever finish the chronological order first, prizes are waiting for you all.
Oh, really? So what did you get? Okay.
Ma'am, can you, one of you can stand and tell us?
Yeah, so Babar is not there. Second was Humayun, the third Akbar, then Jahan.
Wonderful.
Who else has done? Yes, ma'am.
They have got a gift. Please, huge round of applause for them.
Like to hear who have solved what you've got?
Global pandemic, one tsunami,
Okay.
then that then we are landslide,
Wonderful. Who else has been?
Ma'am, we have arranged the states of India from west to east. So to the western side, we have Gujarat, then we have Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Manipur, and Nagaland. These are the northeast.
Actually, for the states we had, which state was formed? Which year? That's okay. We got a different.
This is what happens when you work in a team. You get to know there can be different perspectives, and so it happens. Sometimes you are thinking of a outcome which you have assumed, but students get totally different outcome. Yes, ma'am.
Other than wildlife protection, starting with wildlife protection, 1972, then project dive, forest conservation act.
Okay.
Raja Chari. He's from Indian origin only, and he went on a space mission from NASA in 2021. And so this was, I hope you all have enjoyed the mystery box.
We have warmed up a little. We have warmed up a little. We are ready for the workshop to continue. Are we? And we have a huge round of applause for each one of you.
Now I would request Shefali ma'am to continue ahead with the PDP session.
So thank you, Jalat ma'am. What do you read on the screen?
Challenge.
Challenge. What does this word brings in your mind?
Scope of improvement, obstacles.
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 I'll hold on to that. Please hold on to that. Anyone else?
Barriers.
Barriers. Wonderful. Motivating.
Motivation to work better.
Work better. From this side.
Hindrances.
Hindrances.
Explore something new.
Explore something new. Yes,
Coming
ma'am.
out of your comfort zone.
Coming out. I'm so happy that we have the same mindset, because what we are going to discuss is everything is related to this world, and we as teacher keep on working to solve this problem. We say the problem, but we take it in a very right spirit with our students. Challenges, yes, of course, challenges are barriers, challenges are obstacles, challenges are problems, but challenges are an opportunity to, when you overcome, are an opportunity to grow, to prosper. If I am a teacher, if I am given something new to present or to join a new class, I have an opportunity to think out of the box for something that is new, that is upcoming. I'll just give you my example. I used to be very scared of driving. And it so happened that my son used to tell me, "Mama, drive करो. आपने जैसे हम टेस्ट ले लेते हैं, उसके बाद फिर हम ड्राइव नहीं करते हैं, थोड़े दिन चलाते हैं और फिर छोड़ देते हैं." It happens with many of us. So I was not very keen. I said, "कहाँ चल रहा है? ये तो क्या समझ रहे हैं?" So it so happened that my husband got transferred to some other state, and I was kind of stranded. I said, "How will I manage?" My son was in 11th. He had to be taken to the coaching classes over there, and there, you have to do so many things. Otherwise, if you can drive, it becomes very easy for you. So, willingly or unwillingly, I learned driving, and now I realize, after overcoming the fear of driving, and believe me, it was a nightmare for me. Parking was a nightmare. I took special classes for parking. And for some it comes so easily. For me it was a nightmare. Every time I used to go anywhere, मैं बेटी को कहती मैं पार्किंग कैसे करूँगी भाई, पार्किंग नहीं होगी, चला तो फिर भी मैं लूँगी, पार्किंग कैसे करूँ? Parking is a nightmare for us. So it so happens, when I learned and I started practicing it day by day, every day, with every effort, I started improving. And what did I gain from this? I gained a skill. I enhanced my confidence because I could very easily take the car anywhere around. Next, respect in the eyes of, it changes the outlook of your kids also. Yes, confidence. And so it was so wonderful overcoming the challenge, isn't it? So it is nothing negative. Challenges can be negative if you know. It's all in the attitude. If it is in the attitude, then it will always remain a challenge. And if it is in the attitude to look towards the positive side, it is an opportunity. So what do you think? Over the years, you have been teaching. Yes. What do you think when our kids, we are here, 4th graders, 5th graders, we are dealing with, when they come from 3rd, class 3 to 4, and SST department is there, do you think they face challenges? And for 5th also, yes. Do they face challenges? Yes. What kind of challenges? If I can quickly have from here, whatever comes to your mind.
Yeah, they're too small to understand the term and then to differentiate between EVS and science and SST differently.
Lot of mixture.
Yeah, lot of
Okay,
mixture.
it's
too long.
Too long. Memorizing those long answers.
Mapping, locating different states.
Yes. Okay.
Sometimes they are unable to recall the dates, the events, the timeline of an event.
Mind-boggling.
Sometimes we say that why we are reading this, why we are because what is the future of this? Why not we go for
Relevance.
the relevance? Why we will not learn mathematics? That is more relevant. Even the parents also, they don't even realize that why SST is there. It is of no importance.
No importance.
Biggest one is increasing splitting one subject into two. I mean, right, till now they were studying EPS. Now that's split into science and SST. So there are two new subjects to deal with.
Absolutely. Over here. Yes, sir.
Not assertion, we think so still, from
He has got a
class
point.
we are basically dealing with facts, and then here we are talking about assertion.
Maps, yes, wonderful. After so much experience, it's on our tips what to deal with.
And another thing which I feel,
Yes.
that children are still confused whether it's social studies or social
Science.
science.
Yes,
absolutely. Even many of the teachers do it. So we, from class 6 it's social science, till class 5 it's social studies.
So these are few of the challenges. One more challenge which I personally believe, which I have observed in other classes, in my classes, that firstly, as you said, memorizing. Because SST is a load of text. Those children having 3-4 liner answers in English, at the most Hindi, or in EVS, they're learning 3 to 4 liner answer. And now they have to learn lengthy answers, memorizing so much text, especially for the special children, like you discussed. That is very challenging. And nowadays, after COVID especially, we are facing a problem where children don't want to write.
Yeah,
that's
They don't want to write. I have a student in my class, I'm teaching grade 5, and in grade 5, soon he'll be promoted to grade 6. So imagine that child, if you will look at his handwriting, you will see it's a class 1 student's handwriting. And he doesn't want to write. Even now, after so much of persuasion, though he has picked up, but he takes a lot of time. His fine motor skills are still not developed. So there are cases which need special intervention. Now, as a challenge, there is one more thing which I personally feel is a hindrance when it comes to SST. There might be students who are not so good in reading and comprehension. Do you have such kind of students? Because SST, those who are very comfortable with English, they're able to grasp things like this. They can recall also at times. They can write their own answers if they forget. Because they are very comfortable framing sentences. It is a fact. A child who is good in English finds it easier to remember, to recall, and to reframe. It is a fact. It's a matter of fact. You ask a child who's good in English, he doesn't know the answer. Acha chalo tum batao. He will frame an answer there and then. But a child who struggles in English, he or she finds it little difficult, little challenging. He will memorize, and in memorizing, in cramming the deeper meaning, you want him to learn something. The learning part is there. So, as a teacher, what is our role? I mean, if you think not in terms of, and these challenges are not only here, but otherwise also. If you see, these are very common challenges which we deal with day in and day out. So as a teacher, our role is to help them overcome these challenges. Today's time, parents don't have time. Children are least interested. Their attention span is very less. And they struggle with a lot of things when it comes to learning, memorizing, as we discussed. So, what isn't our moral obligation or a part of our duty that instead of just training them for answering questions, we need to take up an approach where they can self-study. You remember your own days? आपके parents कभी आपके साथ बैठ के आपको बहुत पढ़ाते थे? Did they ever take that much of an effort? No. How did you manage self-study? Because nowadays the children, they go to daycares. There are no parents there to assist them, to make them revise. But if you can make conscious effort in the child that see, this is the way you will do, this is the way these concepts have to be approached, then that self-study would come. So children who consciously, there are children who want to improve themselves. There are students who are not bothered. There is a different approach, and this approach also works for them. You never know, right? But definitely this will not go, unnoticed. Okay, so it's a very simple, very basic approach, which is not only for SST, which we are going to discuss further in the workshop. You can apply to a variety of subjects. So we have next, every table will get a case study. Okay, just go through that case study. It was not possible to bring the textbook here, but we have to do case study. It's based on the COVID situation of migrant workers. So we will give numbers to every table. Table number 1, mystery box with table number 1. Table number 2, mystery box with table number 2. Has a mystery box number 4. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Each table will get a task to do. So this is your task. Case studies are the same. We have divided the task table wise. So when it is quick, you don't have that much time that everyone can do all the tasks. Yeah. The task is according to the number of your table number. Table number 1, create a flow of events starting from the announcement of the lockdown to the return of the migrants. Now, for this, you can be as creative as possible. You want to use pictures, visuals, whatever. You have to just make a flow of events what happened at that time. Yes. Next, table 2, draw a web chart showing the roles of different people. Like your NGO, government, what was their role, how much they succeeded, and what would have been done more on their part. You have to enact a scenario where a family of migrant worker is looking for transportation. Okay? So not on this paper, they have we have more active. Now, table number 4. So share how you would feel as migrant workers. Here you can show a little sweet way, discussing why addressing such challenges are important. Why your problem is important. You were ignored that time. So why a migrant you have to how you it can be Hindi, English, whatever. Table number 5. Where is table number 5? This one is table. Action plan. So your time starts now at 10. 5 we will ask you to deliver. Mention the challenges also now.
Yeah, I had
See, everyone is going lost. Lovely.
after the same
Anyone needs marker? Who's school, by the way? You must be halfway.
So, like in conclusion, we will see the hierarchy of what how they are helping the students and also
And we are ready. We are ready. Okay. Okay. So table is ready. Okay. So let others. So I want to disconnect all the dots. Yes. We have already given that. Okay, so can we have table number 1? Okay, now since we are running short of time, can we have ready? Okay, that is table number 5. What about table number 2?
Ma'am, we need time.
You will get that. You are table number 4. Oh, you will get that.
We'll start with 3 first.
Okay, can we have 3 pointers? So we have table 3. Presenting this scenario where a family of migrant workers is going for transportation.
While doing your work, you can even also pay attention to what they are doing.
So we got a study where migration of workers, migrant workers, we have to happen there that was during the COVID time. So that's a family we are enacting as a family that wants to go back to their hometown from Delhi. There's a documentation also, if you have seen that documentary 1-3 kilometers, it also highlighted on the scenario, the hardships that is child enacted. So I'm father of a single child,
Sure.
So we are a family. Suddenly the lockdown is there and we have no place to live in and no source of income. So we decided to move back to our hometown. We have one cycle, so I being the father, I am driving the cycle.
See, very good, beautiful.
The mother is behind. सामान भारी है सब ध्यान से पकड़ के बैठेगा शुरू करें ड्राइव कर रहे हैं किलोमीटर तेज धूप बहुत तेज धूप बच्चे रो रहे हैं खाने को कुछ नहीं है फिर हम
पापा मुझे शुशु आ रही है शुशु आ रही है
I am feeling very hungry. So this is all the hardships that we face and after
बहुत धूप लग रही है
kilometers then the bicycle broke down. So we do not have the bicycle, the source of transportation that we were dependent on because the buses and everything had to be shut. Now the entire family is on foot. चल रहे हैं. Also the belongings and the kids in the hand of her. So it is an enactment, but yes, the hardship that was faced by them was, gives you goosebumps. What all they faced for kilometers, they walked, and few people and few organizations really, this is what India is known for. So the people came up, besides being that virus spread everywhere, but people helped each other, and we were also helped by people, by locals serving us the tea, coffee, food, whatever items. People came out of their houses and they managed lots, and then they served. So this is how the family survived and
So what do you think, if I can have 2 minutes after this enactment, what do you think is the takeaway for the students? I mean, how can they relate? Compassion, okay. Sharing hand, empathy, okay. And what about, yes? Yes, absolutely. And here the role, yes, the role of the family members, how they coordinated, what hardships, and how others had a role in making things possible for them, making them possible for them to reach their villages. Character building. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Very good. Please give them so much. So can we have table 1 now? Are you ready? Can we have, please? The whole team, please. Table 1. So table 1 is supposed to create a flow of events.
So here is a flow of events.
Okay, what have you put on the
So
top?
breakdown of COVID 2020, spread of virus. Okay. Then announcement of lockdown by our Prime Minister on, it was on 18th or 22nd. 22nd of March. People, they lost their jobs, affordability, unite with families. They wanted to unite with their families, but they didn't have money to go back. So struggle for reaching home. They had to walk 100 of kilometers without support. The way people were need strong support system to provide basic needs, need of compassion and empathy. Communities work together, government supported them, and NGOs supported them during their life struggle. NGOs came forward and they provided them food and other facilities, that too free of cost. Right? So this is the timeline.
So what you did, very good, excellent effort. We have those very intelligent group. They have cut the pictures.
We have cut the pictures also, which are
wonderful, very smart.
And we salute our doctors, nurses, and those
they have a huge
garbage collectors.
Now when we have been, tell me, imagine yourself being students and you have made this flow of events. How it will help the students by making this flow of events?
They will come to know, they will be able to align the events properly.
The sequencing. Sometimes we tell them answers and they don't have
Treatment of the concept.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So basically, from here flow chart, what they have come to know what happened. Isn't it? Yes. So the flow of events is basically what happened. Right? Now we can use this type of presentation also, and this can have multiple uses, wherein you write the terms over here and the definitions inside. You write the date over here and the event inside, or you can just number the events 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then write the events inside. Similarly, this can be used. This can be fun with learning.
Yes.
Be used for wildlife protection.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I think for anything, for date also you can use it.
I'm Google like this.
I mean, this is pointing towards, and sometimes children don't understand note making. This is basically starting of note making. Tell them. हम क्या करते थे बचपन में? मामा आप सुन लो, अब हमारे बच्चे करते हैं. मामा आप सुनो, हम क्या करते थे? तो हम अंदर है, छुपाया याद किया फिर देखा. Now what you will tell them, whatever you have missed, underline with red pen, read it again, cover it and do it again. Don't you think this will help them?
Yes.
मामा की जरूरत है? मामा की जरूरत है? See, that is what. शुरू में थोड़ा सा आपको गाइड करना. अगर आप उन्हें बताओगे जो स्मार्ट बच्चे हैं, जो थोड़ा सा अपने आप से कर सकते हैं, they will take an effort. Actually, they need ideas. They need a little hand holding, because by the time they will go to 6 huge answers, lengthy answers, and believe me, I have seen students struggle when they reach 6, especially lessons, including my son.
After 5,
It's a huge change, vast change. And this trick actually worked with me. I did not have that much time, so I told him, लिखो, cover करो, खुद ही करो, मैं हमेशा नहीं आपका सुन. How to use the other card?
The green
one. This you can use, like you can write the dates over here and pointing towards the event or whatever it is related, like timeline. You can use it.
26
Yes.
But you can also write the name of the character and
Yes.
we can also use this in math travel for it.
This has multiple uses. Not only in SST, science में भी processes याद करने के लिए आप use करते हैं. This has multiple uses.
The city, the capital, the food, and the stuff.
So can we have table 2 items?
5 is ready.
Table 2. Okay, table 5. Can we have table 2?
Thank you, Veena ma'am.
And ma'am, you presented that workshop. Do you think this will help the children?
Definitely, ma'am, especially if it's going to help the LD children with learning disabilities.
And one more thing, just can you give me a yes. One more thing with this, which just I forgot. Here, those who have problems with reading, those who have problems with writing. Suppose my student does not know what is, he can't write in paragraphs, typical movement or something, but he is making a flow chart of the movement. Will I give him marks or not?
Yes.
Your problem is solved. The child is happy, his confidence is gained, and for the best teacher. All boxes.
That's checking.
And easy checking. Checking becomes easy in this. Lead Victorian. Yes. Yeah.
Great. So we want to make a
Yes,
very
may I have your attention?
that you're showing the roles and relationships between migrant workers. It's very important for the child to understand, that this was the time when we all had to stand up together to help each other, and a very difficult time. So we have made a web chart wherein we have shown how the government provided the proper infrastructure for the support, policies for vaccination, arranging for the transport, especially spreading awareness, because there was a lot of paper panic. Then the migrant workers, they had lost their livelihood, and so the volunteers and the NGOs, they were providing medical aid, they were providing masks, they were providing the basic necessities, and also support and guidance. Because these migratory workers, they don't, they're not fluent in the language also, they are illiterate most of the time, so providing them proper guidance, providing them proper support, then also spreading awareness and SOS steps as well, just in case something happens, what all needs to be done. So everybody, I think we all hold it together. Nothing else.
Beautiful representation. What you have done, what have they done? What do you think the children are going to gain from this? What they will learn instantly by doing this? You tell me, what have you gained from this? Keeping yourself in
A reality check of the situation.
reality check, okay? Analyzing the roles of all the stakeholders. What was the role of the government? Who all were involved? Who all were involved? Now this brought to my mind one instance. Like we had a PA 4, I think, recently.
Yes.
Okay, so in that we had this short passage on Chipko movement, wherein the trees are hugging, right? So even though I insisted, now I'm realizing even though I insisted that you have to write women over there because they were the in the forefront, many students forgot to write women. If I do a web chart of that, do you think they will forget?
No.
Right? So you are pointing, you are going to minute details of every concept like this, and they will remember things just by doing this. They will remember. Okay. See. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Can we have table 5 now? Who we have answered 2 questions. What happened? Who was involved?
So, good morning, everyone. Since we have to draft a policy or action plan for ensuring the safety and well-being of workers during emergencies. And during because otherwise I'm on.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Now, see, whenever a policy is drafted, it passes through the 3 phases. First one is the legislature who actually frames the rule. Second is executive. If executive is unable to deal with it, then comes the role of judiciary. So we have included all the 3. Firstly, I'm a part of legislature. She's a part of executive, and she's a part of judiciary. Right. So I have framed the policies and I've left to her to execute them. And if she is unable to, then finally judiciary is going to take over. So first is that before pre-emergency preparedness, I've made the policy. Firstly, registration and database is very important.
Very good.
Next is awareness and training of management is required. So how are you going to deal with the crisis? Next is community engagement. Community should also be made aware. Finally, training and drills of workers. Government officials also, politicians also, and the ground level workers also, migrant workers also. And finally, we have to identify the vulnerable groups. That has to be done. Once I have framed the policy as a part of legislature, now comes the part of executive. Now let's see what they do.
As a part of the management of the company, then I can make rapid response and community by using the database of my company, and then move them to safe shelters and give them provide them with
Relief camps will come here.
Yes, we can give them medical assistance also from the company to some extent, and child care and education, provide them with education and child care, rehabilitation, and we can make special arrangement for transportation, just to help them to reach their places.
And during pandemic, we also saw that when things were not in order, then the High Court as well as the Supreme Court, they were giving directions to the government that it has to be done. So now comes the role of judiciary.
So as a judiciary body, we should look after the psychological support, to give them psychological support that was, they were not given before. Then policy review and improvement, if there is any scope, then improvement should be there. Then stakeholders and consultation, and finally the evaluation.
Wonderful. What do you think when the students would read the plan? What is this? What are we doing here? When we are telling the students to plan out something, this was for our level. I mean, at a student's level, what do you think?
Basically, we are telling them how to plan and how to implement your plan.
You have taught them everything about COVID. This is what happened. Now they are applying
Application.
What they have learned.
Preparing themselves for the
For the
next
next emergency. So this is telling what we have learned. This is answering the question what we have learned. This is the third.
Like HMPV virus.
Yes.
We have already faced one.
Yes. Wonderful. So can we have, thank you so much. Wonderful. I'm so happy to see some wonderful responses. Yes, this is table 4. Okay, so they are supposed to present a short street play kind of a thing to share the plight of the workers during that time.
अरे जल्दी चलो, पहले नहीं जाना है, गाड़ी नहीं है हमारे पास, चलो
चलो बेटा चलो।
पापा कुछ कहना चाहती हूँ। कह दूँ? कहो बेटा कहो।
पापा हम चलते जा रहे हैं, ये रास्ते कब तक सताएंगे? पापा भूख लगी है जोर से, गर्मी में कदम हम अपने कब तक जलाएंगे? बचपन में गाड़ी घोड़ा ट्रेन की बात, बचपन में गाड़ी घोड़ा ट्रेन की बात, पर अब पैरों से तय हो रही है हर रात। मुंह ढका है सबका पर चेहरे उदास, कपड़ों के पीछे भी मुस्कान का ना है वास। मेरा स्कूल पापा छूट गया, एग्जाम में अच्छे नंबर लाने का सपना भी टूट गया। एक घर को छोड़ा नया मिला नहीं, क्या ये सफर ऐसा है जिसका कोई सिला नहीं? कोई तो आए जो हमारी मदद करे, हम आ रहे हैं आपकी सेवा के लिए। कहाँ आप लोग को जाना है?
हमें आपको लो सब सुविधाएं हैं, पानी आपके लिए बस की सर्विस भी प्रोवाइड करेंगे। अभी रुको, थोड़ा सा इंतजार करो।
A long road home. On tired feet they walked the road, carrying dreams and heavy load. In silence their cries were heard, yet hope remained like a caged bird. Through hunger, pain, and endless strife, they marched ahead to save their life. A lesson to all their plight did say, compassion must fight the darkest way.
Very good.
We should have compassion because even their life matters.
So, ma'am, we also made this mind map. Basically, children should also know when we are discussing such a thing. Why are migrant workers important?
Yes,
they are very important. So, the few points we noted, they are important. First of all, economic contribution, right? Filling labor gap. These two are the most important reasons we need them.
You remember the days we worked, starting from the morning. I mean, it was endless. We have to pause and shows, and along with our presentation
test, which does not even come in formal
Yes,
economic, informal economic support. And then, of course, we overlook one very important factor. It's because of these migrant workers, a lot of cultural exchange happens.
Yes,
It's not the affluent classes, but it's the migrant workers. Right?
Now, Delhi also, you celebrate Chhat Puja.
Yes, ma'am.
When we were small, we never celebrated Chhat Puja. Ganesh Chaturthi, yes, across India it is being celebrated. Durga Puja. Now in Delhi still had CR Park, but other places did not have that. And now it is extending to other states also. Wonderful point, I must say.
Ma'am, I just want.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, I just want to add one thing. That I can remember one Bengali song, Jodi Tor Dak Shune Kew Na.
Absolutely.
Especially during this time of emergency. And if you want to help each other, we have
adaptability and resilience.
See how beautiful our country is.
Yes. And now, apart from loss of livelihood, psychological impact, which was also discussed by someone else, health risk and safety and security. These were the main challenges they faced. So that's what we tried to defend.
Absolutely. So you are addressing all the issues that migrant workers face and what importance they hold in the economic circle also. So wonderfully put up. Excellent. Great job. What are questions, dear teachers? Very basic. This is what you have done exactly. What happened? You did with timeline, you can do with flowchart, you can have comic strip. It's a very basic question. But you need to train your student to look at every concept starting with what happened. Look at it. Think in terms of what happened. Can you sequence the events? A short answer, the child is not able to understand, tell him what happened. Okay, just focus on that right now. Okay, break it into short, the concepts need to be broken into short tasks. If you will break them into short tasks, especially children who are struggling, as we discussed in challenges, it will become easy for them. And again, you are training them to be independent. You are going in class 6 later on, so you have trained your students think in this term. So wherever possible, he can apply that. What happened? First, I have to think of what happened. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Coming to who were involved or who was involved in that particular concept. So over here, who were the parties that were involved? We have already outlined. By outlining that by making the web chart, we are drawing special attention to their roles. We are analyzing the roles. We are seeing how much
they contributed, what were the gaps that were left. Okay, so now when you are going through all the roles, you will not forget. The child is not going to forget that what were the parties who were involved. Why did it matter? Beautiful presentation over here. So connectivity, relevance, this is the reason you should know. They are an important part of our country and we can't survive without them. Last and not the least, what did we learn? Application. Okay, so all these questions are basic. But believe me, when we divide a task into these basic 4 questions, things becomes easy. What happened? So let's take an example of Chipko movement only. What happened? You will sequence the event. Who were involved? You will write the leader's name, the women, the contractor, the government. Okay, their roles also. And then why did it matter? Because of global warming, they wanted to secure their own housing, the mountains. And what did we learn? That if we stand united, we can fight even the strongest in the country or in general. So you are not only, as we are working on the seas, you can not only inculcate this independence of learning, but you are basically making them aware. There is an insight within that. Okay, making them sensitive. You are making them sensitive towards these issues, and you are going deeper without making them realize that we are going deeper. Just breaking the concept into 4 simple steps. That's it. So I hope you will apply this as far as possible, and it will help you in reaching that level with the students. Thank you so much. Over to Jhalak ma'am.
So I hope the topic of today is clear. The 4 simple but powerful questions which we can teach our children. So if in the beginning of the session we explain about these questions, they'll start connecting the entire lesson with all these 4 questions and it will be easier for them to learn. So these are the 4 powerful questions. And now we have some Tambola round.
Are you ready for a Tambola round?
Yes.
All are excited?
Yes.
Good. Wonderful.
So now we have a Tambola, or we say SST bingo sheet on your table. Questions I'll be asking, you can cut. We have, as we give prizes for Tambola,
We have
top
prizes
row,
for you as well.
middle row, last row, and full house.
So first row, middle row, last row, full house, and be alert. A prize is waiting for you.
Ready? We start. Which state is famous for Konark Sun Temple and Puri Beach?
Quickly, ma'am, just don't give them
The
much time.
state known for famous backwaters and houseboats in Alleppey. In which state is the city of Jaipur famously known as the Pink City? Which state is the home of Taj Mahal? One of the
Oh, wow. Can you tell the names? Please
Rajasthan, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh.
Very good. Wonderful. First line done. Please have
So top line on, we are left with middle and the bottom line and the full house. The state known for the gardens of Darjeeling.
Hey,
Don't say. You have to cut.
quickly.
The state which is the birthplace of Mahatma Gandhi located in the city of Porbandar.
Will a column do?
Three lines and
The
house.
state which is the home of famous Mysore Palace and the Sandla.
Can you tell the names, please?
Please tell the names.
Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal,
Okay, next. The state was known of rising sun. Which state is the home of famous Ajanta-Ellora caves? Which state is known for the unique cultural festival Vaisakhi?
Yeah!
state is known as the unique for its unique cultural festival this afternoon. Right? Which state is known for the floating market?
Yes.
Ma'am, line is gone. Which state is known for the unique traditional Kuchipudi dance? Kuchipudi dance. So here we comes to the end. All lines and pull-ups.
So, who says SST is not intelligent? Right?
While we are revising the states at the end of the term with the children, for the term exam, we can have this bingo game, we can enjoy it. And we can even do it with the wildlife sanctuaries and the tribals, which is very complicated for the children.
Wonderful, yes, good.
Yeah. So tribes, houses also, different places, different houses. We can do that. So it's very difficult for the kids to learn. Yeah. So we can have bingo.
So next,
Now
we have another thing. You have already heard of relays. And you have to run, pass the beacon. Now over here, we have map relay. We have map relay. Each team will get a map, and a card is there, and you have to locate as per the card. And whosoever does it first is the winner. I'm telling you again, prizes are awaited. Your time starts now. One. You have to locate the map. Done. Very good.
Six, we have a mark also. Africa, they are the winners, no? I put a pencil. I'm putting a feather.
But I'm not.
तंबोला में वैसे भी बजर नहीं होता ना ये उसी उसमें चलता है काइंड ऑफ कंट्राइशन
I need to flip too. I do something.
Oh my goodness.
Can you know the topics?
Thank you.
Okay.
other topics okay seven sisters these are what is it called different countries yeah continents we have seven sisters also
So do you think this will bring in some liveliness in the class? And children will do this activity again and again. You can divide the class into teams and then one by one every child can show the map. Right? Okay. So next, this is something very interesting. Yes, dear teachers, this is an ICT tool which we have recently explored. So we thought that now that we are conducting this PDP, we will share with you. When you show a video, you often pause it and then you ask questions, right? Now this is a web tool. This is a web tool. This is not an app wherein you can upload the video which you want to show and you can insert the questions in it. So you need not bother that you have to pause. So as the video will play, it will pause, the question will be flashed, and you can actually choose, there is an option wherein you can insert a multiple choice question, you can have an open-ended question, you can also put some notes. While showing the video, the notes will be flashed.
Please show it again.
Yes.
We are showing it. Practically दिखा दो.
So here, this is a, I'll just show it to you. ये Okay, so this is the when you will log in into it. This is the page that you will get. We have already logged into it, so I can't show you how we had logged in, but it is a simple process as we do everywhere. You can use your MS Teams Outlook ID, and then it will ask for password, and then you will be signed in. After signing in, this is the page that will open. Okay, and here you can see. Here you can see in the left hand side my content. Right, you will go to my content. Okay, just a minute. And if you scroll down, see, this is the video which I have uploaded from my computer. I downloaded some video from in my computer from YouTube, and I've uploaded. How you will upload it? You can see over here, add new, right? So if you go to add new, you have upload video, right? So you have uploaded from there. Now, if I play this video, let's see.
In the previous video, migration was explained, but why do people migrate? One of the most well-known explanations for migration.
Now, this is a video that is being played. If you look at this screen over here, what is given? Edit. So if I go to edit over here, what do you think? Cut. You can edit the video, you can cut it, you can delete it, you can adjust according to your needs. One short clip you want, okay. Voice over is a facility wherein suppose you have a silent video, where there are only pictures. You can replace the sound, you can add on your audio, or you can replace the audio of the person that is speaking in the video with your voice. Okay. Now, the most interesting which I found over here was questions. Believe me. So we are going to questions over here. Now you can add a multiple choice question at any point of the video. Let the video play. Let's say the video is started.
In the previous video, migration was explained. But why do people migrate? One of the most well-known explanations for migration is the model of push and pull factors explained in this video. In the push and pull factors model, both the origin and destination region have positive.
So suppose that I want to, I'm just giving you an example. Okay, so I pause over here and I put a question.
What are the push and pull?
Yeah, okay. And here, these are the two options of the questions, right? Now, let's suppose that this one, the last one is the correct option. I will choose it as the correct option. And then I'm going to save it. No, you can add options also. You can add options also. That is the facility. At one point, if you want more than one question, you can do that. So if I now, let me show you how to play it again. Suppose let's go back. Just a minute. Scroll the video back. No, I want to start from the beginning. Okay. Finish. Okay. Now I'm playing the video again. So you will see automatically the video will pause over there and the question will be flashed.
The model of push and pull factors explained in this video. In the push and pull factors model, both the origin and destination region have positive and negative characteristics. We indicate the positive characteristics with plus signs and are called pull factors.
See, right? Now here I can grade, suppose this was the right answer. The child says this is the answer. You are putting and you submit. The score is there. So in our online classes and otherwise also in this class, right, we can use it for anything and everything. Okay, this is a wonderful tool which I think is quite
And also one more thing, ma'am, even I worked with Kirti ma'am and Tarzan during pandemic on one of such apps. That app was Razor Arts. Okay, yeah. So Razor Art was the same kind, and they were even giving us the option that we can trim the video if we want, that we don't want to show a particular content from the video to our kids. We can even trim that part.
you are cutting the
same way. It's the same way.
And now you can see what's the label also.
Sure.
I don't know if you go animation after school, all the branches are covered. And you can see there are teachers who have already logged in before.
Yeah, there are these teachers.
The members.
Yeah. So it recognizes our school also. Our school is there. Your school is also there. Morning, sir.
Morning. So at one level, can we have only one question? Or
No,
we
you can have more than one question.
and different kind of questions.
Different kind of question.
Open-ended is also.
So suppose,
Because they are
Just a minute.
were pulled into
so we were discussing an ICT tool over here, and this is a puzzle wherein a video, often what happens when we show the video in the class, we pause the video and then we ask questions. So over here, the video is already uploaded. I'm prepared. My lesson plan is prepared and everything is prepared. I have my questions ready with the video. So the video will pause automatically and the questions will be flashed. So it can come very handy during the online classes and as well as otherwise also in offline classes. Okay. So I'll just demonstrate. So this is the page where I have uploaded the video from YouTube. I downloaded it and I've uploaded it. You have to go to add new, you upload a video. This is what we have uploaded. I go to edit. Okay. You can trim this video as per your requirement. You can add your voice. If you want to replace the voice, there is some other explanation you want to give. You can do that. You can record that. And then you can add your questions over here. So as ma'am, you were asking that can we add one question only at a time? No. Yes, we can have multiple questions. So over here, again, suppose this is where I have already added. So I will bring it here. Okay. I go down. This is the question which I already have. See, another note or question. Okay. So I'm going to choose, suppose I want to add another multiple choice question. So I'm going to add that question. Okay. This is my question. These are my options.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are my options. And suppose this is the correct option for this particular answer, then I will save. Now you will see, ma'am, I'll play the video again. You will see that it is coming up. Yeah, both the questions are coming. Now I'm playing. Just observe.
In the previous video, migration was explained. But why do people migrate? One of the most well-known explanations for migration is the model of push and pull factors explained in this video. In the push and pull factors model, both the origin and destination region have positive and negative characteristics. We indicate the positive characteristics with plus signs and are called pull factors.
See, this is my first question that has flashed. Now I'm choosing the answer. Suppose the child says this is the right answer. I go to my next question. Again, the next question you are showing, like you were asking. I choose this is the right answer and submit. Right? So it should be, I mean, it is a very useful tool. So I thought that we can share it with you. It will be very easy. Have you understood now?
Classes also
Yeah.
we can
do that.
How do we reach this?
The link is here.
Ma'am, we'll share the link.
We will share it in the group at puzzle.com.
You can even put it on Google and then. So we started with a
Case study. This is a case study that was given to the teachers. And we focused on the 4 questions. We emphasized that we need to train our students for self-learning so that even if, when the teachers are not there, now that the parents are not at home, they should know like we used to do in our times. And too much of hand-holding, the transition from 5th class to 6th class, it can be difficult for students. So to train them for self-learning, we need to focus on these questions in SST. What happened? Who was involved? Why did it matter? And what did we learn? So we have discussed how to go about these. We had different activities like timeline and flow charts. These activities were there. Emotions enacted. We had a bingo game, engaging activities over here. So this is what we have. And now we are doing masking.
So as we are doing the lessons of tribals, so we want you to show your creativity. You can design any mass material is with you.
Any tribal mask, any tribal mask. Yeah, anything.
Any tribal.
So often we tell our kids you have 5 minutes to create. So put your creative instincts to work. recording has already started. Okay. So batch, give it to everyone.
Because we have given
Fevicol is there.
no ma'am.
Everyone has the material, anything that you need. So time is running. Quick, let's see who does. So often we tell our children that come on, get creative. Now it is your time to get creative. What do you think? What are we doing by all these three activities? We have learned so far these 4 questions. We are combining three each: head, heart, and hand. Very nice. Good idea. more.
टेंशन ना कराओ।
आप जो पेपर लेते हो तो आप कहते हो ना टाइम आप हो रहा है। So put yourself in the shoes of the kids. Almost done here. Great. Wow, this is so beautiful. See, very good for that. This is also you can connect it with best out of waste activity, making them sensitive towards global warming, climate change. Okay, 1 minute more.
Number 5 is almost ready.
Very good.
They are the fastest.
Great. And they are 3 numbers.
Less participants.
Okay, 30 seconds, dear teacher. See, now you realize what happens to the students when you announce the time, isn't it? Okay, tick tick 1. Tick tick 2. Tick tick 3. Tick tick 4. Tick tick 5. Tick tick 6. You're done. Tick tick 7. Tick tick 8. Tick tick 9. Yes, you're done. Tick tick 10. Hands down. Okay, wonderful. Ma'am, can you just show? Wonderful. Wonderful. See how nicely they have to draw in the team. Hey, we'll give you the audio clips also. Yes, that we can do.
Yeah, I'll make a video with you.
Alright. What should we do?
One.
Hula, 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 hula. Next team. Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, you come that side.
We can take pictures. Wonderful. Great. Wonderful. Yes, table 3. Next table. Yes. Come on, come on, come on. The time is up. You have to submit your exam papers. Okay. So next, dear teachers, we have cookie catcher.
They're coming to us.
Wonderful. Very nice. Great work. Oh, wow. Great. Awesome work. Can we have you? Yours also? Thank you so much, dear teachers. Okay, so next in line for you is cookie catcher. Does it remind you about anything? Do you think? Yeah. Tippy tap, which color do you want? And even the children of today, they enjoy it in this class. They just love to play with paper, folding, everything. They just love about it, paper folding. So we will do an activity where you have to.
Our masterpiece is done.
Yes. Oh wow! It truly is the masterpiece, I must say. Wonderful. Beautiful.
Our tribal people are advanced. They are up to date.
Very good.
Very colorful.
Very nice. So next activity, as you can see, cookie catcher.
Yes, ma'am.
So let me just. How many of you know already to make how to make cookie catcher? Do you know it? Okay. Let's go back to our childhood days. See, we can get started. Ma'am is just yeah. This is for everyone. Now, how you can use this cookie catcher as we were talking, especially for students who need to memorize everything and they don't want to write long answers in SST. You can include one particular concept in one cookie catcher. This is just an example which you can see. This has solar system, facts about solar system. You can have facts about states over here, and they can just play and learn. So playful learning will be initiated with the help of this cookie catcher, and they would absolutely love it. You can work. They can work in team. Teamwork will be, they can coordinate with each other. We can encourage team building.
Yesterday in our last workshop, ma'am said you have to go to the level of the children.
Yes.
So this is one of the levels which we are experiencing nowadays, and this is going to make the learning very easy. Yeah. Should I play the video?
Yes, yes, sure.
Occupation. Yes, very good. So you can encourage the children to add the, as per their wish or as per the concept that you are doing. This can be very handy. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, dear teachers,
And here we come to an end. We also had a fun game for you, but I think we are the fun game. Human knot.
it's a human knot.
It's a human knot.
So, we would love to see that. Yeah, sure. Human knot. So, we have to see one example.
Okay, human knot. While explaining, you will come to a conclusion that you might have done it in your childhood. What circle? It can. We can have minimum 4, maximum it can be any. Yeah, not.
No, we can do it here also.
Yes, with us. Okay. So what we are supposed to do? Suppose Shivali ma'am is sitting next to me. I'm not supposed to hold her hand. I can. Ma'am, Meena ma'am, can you please? So Shivali ma'am will hold Meena ma'am's hand.
So crisscross this, and I will hold like this. So it's basically
So everybody
Doctor. So it can be used as a nice breaker.
And this also includes our 6 C's: collaboration, understanding, creativity.
Ask you how you so what question or what time do you bring it up here for a nice
It's just a nice break. Suppose a class is very long.
what we are supposed to be we are holding our hand. What are we trying to how will you open the eyes? On what basis will you open the eyes? Which is what is happening there in this position, right? There are two. Now they have to conclude the game. How will they conclude the game? That is what I'm asking. Please contact us.
Yeah, so we can put up questions and they can just answer.
If that person knows the answer,
We can do it group wise or just as a
So we hope that you enjoyed, and these activities are wonderful. Please try implement our 4 questions and please give your feedback if you do so. What is the we'll also like to know how it went with you.
Thank you so much, Jhalak ma'am and Shefali ma'am. Everybody please have your families and then we'll move
Please
forward.
don't forget to mention your takeaways and your feedback here on the gratitude wall, which we really would like. If you want to take the case study, please take it. We feel free to pick up everything. My pleasure, our pleasure.
Mass people like that.
Yeah,
But thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you so much for sharing all interesting activities. Thank you so much.
because nowadays that concept is losing. I mean, to make them independent. So I was absolutely on my own, and I used to work on my own. Nobody ever talked to me. I can do it that way. Otherwise, what is independent learner is basic education. Why everything has to be done to all in higher classes then we can try to we try to very and this is board. So we have these more case studies. This is on Project Tiger, and that one is on Kerala Plus. Those who want these. Project Tiger. You can frame these 4 powerful questions based on that, and you can explore how it goes. Okay, now I insist that I want to see the balloon. Oh, really?
लिखेंगे मैम मिल जाएगा वो कब मिलेगा
आज जाके बोल देना ना
हाँ हमें
बस यही खत्म
यहाँ पे खत्म भूल जाओ हाँ प्लीज forget it we did not say anything but it's not Gurgaon 43 अभी तक तो I don't know what answer किया है
अब इनको पता लगेगा ना हमें मिल रहा है तो इनको मिल जाएगा हाँ मंडे यहाँ पे
तो मैम वो I think
आप लोग खा लो पहली बार सुन रहे हैं आप ज्यादा Somebody else admit what you want that. I told you because I don't see those people very seriously now. Last also happened. Last Smita is happened. Can see to add